Hey, back again. My name's Daryl, if you don't know that already. So today I thought I'd talk a little bit as I'm waiting here at a very small open house. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a hint on negotiating. I see negotiating done very poorly across the board in real estate. So I'll give you a few tips. I'll tell you the story first. When I first got in the business, pretty much my first transaction, I was sitting in the office trying to write up a contract and wasn't getting anywhere. In fact, I had no skills, so that was probably part of the reason. So I go out to my broker and I say, "Hey Jim, can you give me a hand negotiating here? I can't get anywhere with these clients." And he said, "Sure, no problem, one condition." I go, "Sure, what's the condition?" And he said, "Be willing to walk away. Be willing to have me go in there and walk away from the deal." And I go, "Nope, not going to happen." I said, "I have no sales transactions. I have no listings. I have nothing going on. There's no way that I'm just walking away from this deal." And he said, "Then I can't help you." So that right there, that was my very first lesson in negotiating. If you're not willing to walk away, you cannot negotiate, because then you have a vested interest in the outcome rather than the negotiation. So that was a very early one that I learned. You cannot have a vested interest in the outcome. You have to be vested in the negotiating itself. So he went in, he negotiated for me, and the deal did not go together. So I suppose I learned the lesson there at the end of the day. So from a negotiating standpoint, I don't believe there's winners and losers. I really believe, and I believe this in my heart, that there has to be degrees of winning. You can't continually win negotiations with a client if one wins and one loses, because if you do, that client will never come back to you again, especially if they were a buyer. You're negotiating for the seller, you get the seller the best price at the expense of the buyer. That buyer will not become a past customer. So extremely important that there's degrees of winning, and the best negotiators know how to do that. The other thing that you want to make sure you do is, there's anything that you can throw into the negotiation, don't do it too early. Wait until the right time. I often tell anyone that I'm coaching, if there is a refrigerator that's part of the deal, and I know that's a small item, but these are smaller transactions, but if there's a refrigerator that's part of the deal, don't tell the buyer straight off the bat, "Hey, if you buy this house, you get a free refrigerator," because that takes away your negotiating power when the time comes to negotiate. Keep that in your pocket, and then if the buyer's not quite at the price, or you got to throw something in to make them feel better, you've got that refrigerator to throw in. So little things like that.